on to our buddy McCann, who's been on the show before. McCann writes in Point Break. This is Keanu Reeves, Gary Busey, Swayze again. Is this before or after Roadhouse?
I'm gonna say after Roadhouse.
Yeah, maybe like a year and a half. He writes, McCann writes, Point Break has to be my favorite good bad movie of all time. I mean, guys in president masks, robbing banks, and surfing. Sounds horrible, but Busey is hilarious. Swayze somehow is believable, and Reeves as well. Reeves, your thoughts on Point Break?
Oh man, Murray, you wanna go first?
I mean, Point Break is a quintessential. It wraps up the decade of the '80s, is what it does. I mean, it's got to. It does. I mean, just like the outlandish, overblown plot device. You know. Okay, so it's what, bank robbing surfers, like that's the.
Yeah, they put they put the garb on. The one's Nixon, one's Carter, one's Reagan, one's. I don't know, somebody.
So it's a surfing crime syndicate that has to be infiltrated by the FBI, and you've got the young gun hotshot who is just pretty enough to pull it off, and go from there. I mean, what do you want?
Can I just? I think this really sums it up for us. Can I screen share for a second here?
I hope
this is really.
And this is before Gary Busey gets real fucked up.
That's the cover of the film.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And for those of you who can't see, just Bing, get on the old Bing.com and get the original Point Break movie poster.
Yeah, like Keanu's hair is wet and side swept. Fucking look at the flow on fucking Swayze back there in the background.
Hey, can you do?
I'm wet and side swept right now.
Can you do a Gary Busey Point Break look and image? Because I want to see him with his fucking teeth. This is his head getting all fucked up.
Is it pre?
Pre.
He had a good
100%
run. Post.
What in the fucking surreal life? Yeah.
No, I thought that he was like. I thought that was it Lethal Weapon? I thought Lethal Weapon was post, which is almost what made you like believe how crazy he was.
No, Andrew, it was Black Sheep. That's what you're thinking of.
That's it.
Dude, for having your head split open by a fucking metal cable, that's you guys continue to have a pretty good career.
Oh, hold on, I found a good Busey and I lost it. Hold on, give me
That sounds very sexual.
Here it is, I got it. Oh, look at them fucking choppers.
Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Utah. It doesn't. Okay, so doesn't Flea get shot in the foot in this movie? Flea's in it when they raid that house.
Both of them, Flea and Kiedis are both in the.
That's right. Yeah. And they get fucking busted. And this guy is Keanu Reeves' mentor. He's infiltrating. His love interest is somebody. Who's the? Is it Lori? Not Bomb Girl or Tank Girl. Lori Petty.
Yeah, I thought it was Tank Girl. I thought that was the love interest.
Kit from League of Their Own.
League of Their Own. Yeah.
Maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we all have to remember too that in that era of films, there was like a big disparity in the types of movies that were made. They were either like Oscar caliber, or they were surfer, bank robber, shitstorm. Like, you know what I mean? And so, like, if surfer, bank robber, shitstorm was worth it, then that was the cream of the cream right there. Like, there weren't Marvel movies being made in this era. Like, you had your Roadhouses.
You bite your tongue. Howard the Duck had been made for 5 years. The Marvel wound up in a Marvel movie later on. All right.
I would say fair point, but I'd be a liar. But no, Point Break. Come on, every teenage kid. I mean, come on. The main character was a fallen football star, FBI super agent who infiltrated a bank robbing scheme who stayed true to his guns, by the way. He could have easily turned. He could have become a part of the Swayze gang right there, but he didn't. He didn't. He and then the way Patrick Swayze goes out, it was like one of the first movies where like the anti-hero was the person you idolized the most. And that was rare for a movie of that era to root for like the Stone Cold Steve Austin style character.
Yeah.
And that was Patrick Swayze.
Felt a little bad, yeah, when the shit was hitting the fan. Actually, even before that, yeah, there was some kind of a Sopranos-esque, like feeling bad for the good guy. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah, I get it.